Hey, hey, hey. Good morning, friends. Andy Kennedy here. My internet looks like it's a little blotchy, but we'll keep trudging on. Hopefully, it'll stay connected today. I had that issue yesterday too. So sorry if it glitches in and out if you're watching live. Hopefully, the recording will stay solid for you if you're watching the replay. So, as always, if you're watching the replay, comment replay below so I can see who's watching live, who's watching the replay. But thank you if you are watching live and supporting this 60-day challenge to toxic truths. And if you haven't been watching and following along the whole time, I'll recap again, as I always do. But the first 2 weeks we are already through. We talked about the nutrition and all of the things, the toxic truths around nutrition. The second 2 weeks is what we're in the middle of now. This is actually the first day of our second week. So we're really now into our fourth week, which I'm excited about. And these 2 weeks are about the body. And typically I've been talking about the epidermis. But today I want to talk about the sick care system. So I'm kind of reverting a little bit back into the nutrition piece, although this is very body focused. So one of my friends, I'm going to give a prop to Hannah. She's on our Live with Vitality team. She lives in Provence, France, and her parents, her family are all medical providers, medical background providers. And the line that she uses when she tells her story is a pill, they had a pill for every ill. And I love that line. I haven't used that. That's not something that's in my repertoire. But then I started thinking about today and how I feel and how my story is connected to the sick care system. When I was brand new to my journey and trying to figure out what was wrong with my health, 15 maybe plus years ago now, when I started exhibiting symptoms, my symptoms showed up a lot longer than that, a lot earlier than that, right? So my symptoms showed up as even an early teen. I started exhibiting psoriasis and inflammation and IBS. And early on, that was probably connected to dairy, although I did have the rabies vaccine when I was about 13. Felt like when I look back and have talked to functional medicine practitioners, we do sort of chart when you're dealing with a functional medicine practitioner, you chart your health journey for your life and what arcs happen around your health, whether that's good or bad. And so my biggest plug today for you, because mostly I'm talking a little bit about the toxic truth, and then I'm trying to give tools for support, for education, for awareness. And in those tools, today, my biggest suggestion would be if you've been dealing with your health issues with a medical provider, maybe seek a functional medicine practitioner, because the functional medicine practitioners are going to look at everything. They're going to look at your body. They're going to look at your blood type. They're going to look at, all your labs, just like a medical provider would, but then they're going to offer different solutions typically. There's a book that I absolutely love, nutritional. I think it's like the nutritional Bible. It's not called Bible, but it's something about nutritional. I'll put it in our Facebook group. I'll go look up the book. Whenever I see someone's library and they have that in there, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've had this book probably for 30 plus years. And it's so great because it gives a medical perspective of your ailment. So say that's IBS. You'll get the medical perspective, you'll get the definition of IBS, and then you'll get herbal supplements, homeopathic supplements or homeopathic remedies. Herbal, remedies and nutritional vitamin kind of options as well for you. So it kind of runs the gamut. So that's going to be one of my main tools today in our private Facebook group that you can join. But the sick care system, the question that I put in the title, right, is your medical provider a sales rep, or are they truly engaged in your wellness recovery, right? Because there is a pill for every ill. And every time you add a pill into your system, you're going to, probably need another pill to manage some of the symptoms that you're dealing with, right? So that's a journey, right? That's a whole path, a whole train track of sick care, perhaps for your whole life. And I always say, like, if you can start reversing some medications, maybe you can't ever go off of, but some you probably can, and weaning them back by eating a healthy diet, supplementing with whole food and whole food supplements like um, whole food concentrate powders, all plant-based omegas. That was one thing I wanted to show today. Was this is the plant omega that I take. I love it. It's 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So it's dealing with a lot of brain stuff and inflammation and heart health. And I do believe it's the only plant-based omega fully of its kind, like this. And then, of course, my whole food concentrates, right? Like that for me, those are primarily the only capsule pills that I take. I do take a vitamin B complex and I do take a probiotic, but then that's it. That's all I take. And I used to take Synthroid for my thyroid and was able to wean myself off and get off of that. And if I'd been on that for this whole last 9 years, because I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's 9 years ago, if I'd been on that and got off of that, and continued to take that instead of getting off of that. I took it for about a year, and was able to reverse that diagnosis with the whole food concentrates. Really, that was almost the only thing I did. Change my diet because what I was putting inside my body changed my my cravings, of course, as well. But you can reverse illness. And I think it's really important that we have this awareness. I think the toxic truth is that you can't reverse, and that the other toxic truth is that your DNA is your destiny, or how you're feeling today is the track that you have to stay on, instead of pulling yourself off that track, assessing what's going on inside of your body, understanding that diet plays a huge part in that, as well as environment and stress and all of that, that goes into our day and our whole system, our energetic system, our emotional system, and our physical system. So trusting that in your physical system, you can reverse illness, you can reverse disease. And, for me, that's the toxic truth, that we can't reverse disease. That's a lie. We can. I've seen it over and over again with my clients and customers and friends. So, anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed just this little waxing about the pill for every ill and thinking about reversing your course, right? Backtracking off of that pill for every ill course, if that's the course that you've started down or your medical provider has started you down. Because this system is broken. We all know that the system is broken and it's just one of many systems that are broken right now, and we're reinventing. And I'm excited over the next 10 years to see how we reinvent that, because there will be a tipping point where we all realize this pill for every ill isn't working for us. And we are all rising to revolt against that. I can see that coming. So thanks for watching today. Thanks for paying attention. Thanks for taking a closer look at your body and your system, and trusting your body and trusting your intuition and trusting the sources that you're getting your information, finding good sources, good research-based sources that you're getting your information. So thanks for watching, everybody, today, and we'll see you tomorrow as usual.